Alrighty viewers, MikeMoneyGMR here, and I looked it up to make sure, and they do say you just type it in lowercase. So let's try it like this and see if it works. An adventure? That would be nice. What use could an old woman like me be? Yep, there we go. So it tells you exactly how to do it, but I guess you have to make sure you follow it entirely. Now, here's another guy that we can get. Ah, good timing. There's something I wanted to talk to you about. I'm sure you know that I'm making unusual sweets from around the world as part of my research. I've heard that there's a sweet called castanaccio. I think I got that right, which is made using something called castanara. I've managed to find out that this castanara grows on the same kind of tree as chestnuts. So I thought I may as well try using chestnuts instead. But it's really weird. Chestnuts are sold out all over town. Apparently the mayor's bought them all up or something. Don't suppose you could help me out? Did you get hold of any chestnuts? Ta-da! Yes, that's it. Thanks very much. Now I can try to make some chestnagio. I'll let you try some as soon as it's ready. Actually, is there anything I can do in return? What? You want me to go with you on an adventure? Haha! Of course I will. Why didn't you just ask in the first place? So that's how you get him to come with you. I don't know if we can get the maid to come with us, but you remember the maid that's up here? Usually. I wonder if we can get her to come with us right now if we need a certain item that we may not have yet. I see. I really wish that I could help you more than anything, but I don't have any confidence in myself. I always seem to give up halfway, and I've never seen anything through. When I was little, I dreamt of becoming a tailor, and I tried many times to make something, but I never completed a single garment. If I went with you, I'm sure I'd just get in the way. So sorry, but no. Oh dear, Adele has lost all her confidence. This is no good. Let's get her to try making clothes again. Yes, if I try again and this time manage to complete something, maybe I'll believe in myself again. But I don't have the materials I need. Would you be able to get them for me? All I need is sturdy cloth, thick hide, and a hunk of copper. I don't remember if I have any sturdy cloth. Here, have these. Thanks very much. Now I'll try making some clothes. I guess I did have it. I won't let these go to waste. Okay, so, let me see. Damn it, it doesn't tell me how to get her. Unlike the rest of the characters. Okay, well, anyway. Alright, I'm going off screen real quick because I need to look up more of these, so I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, MikeMoneyGMR here, and we are back with more Let's Play Dark Cloud 2. I was actually goofing off a little bit, and now that it's morning, there actually is something that I need to try and do. I don't know if I can. I don't know how you trigger this. It's pretty strict. He's kind of have to let when it comes to his job. 2 minutes I really don't. Okay, so now he's in here. So that's good. That might trigger it. Remember the guy that we took a picture of his belt? Yeah, that's who we need to talk to. Hey Max, have you come looking for me? I've been waiting. Thanks to the castle walls, this town is pretty safe. It's time for us to go outside. It's good that you're always tinkering about the machines, but I wonder how strong you are. Fighting's all about speed and footwork. If you're any slower than me, it's no good. Why don't we give you a test? Run to the boat at the lake and back. My record is 2 minutes 1 second. If you're any slower than that, it's no good. How about it? You want to try? Sure, I'll give it a try. Ready, steady, go. Now, this is hard as hell. You will most likely get back with either a minute 59 or 2 minutes on the dot, depending on how unlucky you get. Also, if you don't remember where the lake is, you're kind of screwed. But you need to cut every corner possible, and you also need to make sure you don't get accidentally caught in the grass, because if you walk too far into the grass, you get caught on it and screwed. I believe you want to walk this way to get to it, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. There. Probably not gonna get it. That's what usually happens to me when I try to do this. Now, sadly, this is as fast as Max is gonna run, so yeah. Remember, there's no item to make you run faster, and the shoes that I'm wearing don't make me run any faster either. So far, you may be thinking that, hey, he's probably going to do it first try. Don't be so sure. Because you have to also get to him and talk to him. Yeah, see, I didn't make it. Oh, you're back. Right. Let's check your time. Oh dear, 2 minutes 1.68 is too slow. Giving it another try? Sure, I'll give it another try. What did I tell you? Remember to use the trick about holding, like if your thumb gets tired, grab it with your second hand, because you don't really need your right hand for this. I'm actually just using it with my left hand right now just to try it, just to prove a point. But like, you can always just use your finger to hold the control stick in place while you move your, like you readjust your hands. But yeah, see, if you move that kid out of the way in front of the boat, you actually have a better chance with this. But his challenge is kind of hard because you have to be able to catch a certain type of fish, and you have to make it a certain size too. So it kind of blows in that regard. Ah, I got it wrong again. I think you have to get to it like literally in 50 seconds, if I remember right. chances are I will probably have to off-screen it. But even if I don't get it this time, I'm not going to give it another shot. I'm going to go back and show you the fishing challenge real quick. Oh, and by the way, if you think that you're asking me like what the fastest route is, I actually don't really know, to be honest. The book just says cut every corner you can, but the problem with that is it's really not much of a thing to do that. I think it took us at least 8 tries to do it, maybe even more. See, it's still too slow. But anyway, I'm not up to it. But anyway, let's go talk to that guy real quick, just so we can get his ass out of the way. Also, if you go back to Max's house, you can get those 2 that I talked to before. And we'll do that in a minute. First, I want to take care of this. Oh, and by the way that we practiced is we actually started next to him, walked to it, imagined ourselves hitting X on the thing and then running back with a stopwatch. And every single time we did that, we came up with like a minute 50 something, but it's because of that text box that you get that causes problems. Oh yeah, by the way, I also got I got a picture off screen that I want to make sure I haven't gotten before. Oh. Is that the... Yeah, it was the flag. Apparently I didn't get a picture of a flag before. But anyway, let's come over here and talk to this person, because I think he's the one that we need to talk to. Yep. You want me to do you a favor? First, hear me out. I only listen to people that I respect. And the only people I respect are people that have caught a bigger fish than me. The biggest fish I ever caught was a 60 centimeter, I think it's how you say that, Noki. Are you impressed? If you feel like a challenge, I'll take you on any time. Seems like the only way to get him on your side is to catch a Noki of more than 60 centimeters. You can do it. Anyway, try doing some fishing in the Palm Springs Lake. So to do that, let's give it a shot. I don't remember what you need to use to as fishing bait, but we'll give it a shot. Now the game guide expects that you should already be able to do this, but it actually took us a while to do it since, like I said, we didn't fish much in the game. Let's see what we can do. Oh, this is definitely not a big one. Yeah, he said 60, didn't he? So we need to try again. I actually found a couple more minis while I was off screen. Yeah, I did some off-screen grinding for the trumpet gun and didn't level it up yet, but I'm getting there, so hopefully I'll have that ready for us at some point. I kind of found that if I don't stare at the screen, it kind of helps. This must be a bigger one. Why am I trying to hum along the song? I already told myself to stop doing that. $45 again. Well, anyway, what's my thing here? 180. I think the flight also determines your chance of finding the bigger ones, because you can cast it further, of course. Oh, by the way, at some point in the game there is an actual fishing challenge, and you want to make sure you get your fishing rod leveled up a metric ass ton before you get to that, because if you don't, you will have problems with it and you won't win, which may not seem like such a big deal because you really don't get much if you win. Kinda, sort of, I guess. Oh, shit. I guess I can tell a fishing story while I'm here. So, I actually used to go fishing a lot with my grandfather, and one time he had like pretty much, I'll like kind of tell you the short version. So me and my brother were fishing off this dock, and I was using one of his favorite lures, and he's like, now make sure you don't lose it because it's my favorite, you know, don't cast it into like a tree or something like that, you know. And me being the stupid little kid that I was, I casted it out there, and then the fish grabbed hold of it and took it under the dock. And so I tried my best. Whoa. That doesn't count though. I tried my best to, you know, still reel it in. And what ended up happening is it kept going underneath the dock. And so I kept trying to reel in, kept trying to reel in, kept trying to reel in, and all of a sudden I kept hearing like the sound of the, you know, line not moving anywhere. And my grandfather comes over and he grabs a hold of the thing and he tries reeling it in too, and he realizes it's not going, and he's like, yeah, I guess we should just cut the line. And I was so devastated. I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was gonna happen. He's like, well, I guess I can't blame you too much. But I felt like such a horrible person. I was just like, he told me not to lose it, and I did. You know? And I'm sure some of you out there have been like, big deal. I've lost things that I thought were like my favorite thing in the world before, and then I got over it, and I'm like, oh, true. He got over it, but still, it's just one of those funny things that you like feel horrible about for a while. Now I look back and I kind of laugh a little bit. The fact that I remember it at all is kind of priceless too, because it was so long ago. Tartan? Interesting. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Aren't shells the best? No cavities with this one, only sparkling chompers. I remember one time I lost my weapon that I had equipped before because I equipped the fishing rod and I was like, wait a minute. Aha, you only caught a 45. You're nowhere near worthy of my help. You'd better start fresh. Anyway, though, I just wanted to see what he would say, because I know you can't get him, like, right away. Let's put a point to flight. We're going to need that anyway. Anyway, so what's the other thing I can do real quick? Why do all men like to fish, I wonder? That is a very good question. There was this funny, have you seen, I guess, seen that funny joke online where it's like, I don't know if it's like a joke or a song or whatever, but like there's this person and he's talking of, oh yeah, it's a song. It's a country song, I believe, and he's talking about how like he goes fishing all the time. And like, at one point his wife says to him, if you go fishing one more time, I'm gonna leave you. And he's basically saying, well, I'm gonna miss her. And I'm just like, what an asshole, you know? Oops, I pressed that in too hard while trying to run. But it was just like so funny, and I'm like, I'm sure someone would laugh at me and be like, not really. I mean, you know, relationships are about, you know, getting along with each other. You want me to go with you? I'm just a woman who bakes bread, but if I can be of any use to her, I will gladly. Oh, but first I've got something that needs delivering to Morton. Would you mind delivering 20 loaves of bread to Morton's shop for me? While you're doing that, I'll pack for the trip. What on earth you could want with 20 loaves? Now, crunchy bread is actually super helpful. Hard to find special bread recipe, tougher than normal bread. However, it also heals you a lot more than normal bread too, if I remember right. And it's not too far out of your way either, it's just right down the street. Pretty sure. Oh, by the way, I looked it up, this guy does not join you. Oh, you're helping Polly? Great. What'll I do with 20 loaves? Well, I'm having a cheese fondue party today. Let's see if anybody recognizes this quote. If I can remember what exactly it is. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah, what happens at fondue parties stays at fondue parties. So it was a fondue related accident. Yeah. Nobody probably will know where that's from. But, if you do recognize it, props to you. In terms of your famous invention, it's a culinary combination of cheese, bread, and wine. It's mighty good. Everyone eats loads, so that's why I need so much bread. But I didn't want it delivered here, really. Sorry, Max, but you couldn't take it to my house, could you? You know where it is, don't you? Near the pumpkin field. Yeah, you thought it was going to be super easy. So did I, really, when we first did it. But then you quickly find out that, no, it's actually harder than you would hope. No big deal, though, right? You can definitely go out of your way to do this. In fact, there is one more character that we need to talk to as well. Wait, what the? I was like, help, I can't see. There's a note. Today's party is canceled because the cheese isn't thick enough for here. So then you go back to him. And I think If I remember right, I don't know, he might let you keep the bread. I don't remember exactly what happens in this. And if he does, then you want to save it till later, because it's not useful as of right now. I mean, it would fully heal you from, like, dead, like, you know, dying, but... Cancelled? What a shame. In that case, I don't need the bread. Can you take it back to Polly for me? Oh, that's horrible. And I'm sure she lets you keep it, but I'm just saying, like, could you imagine, like, placing this, like, having this huge order placed for something? Actually, no, this happens a lot to people. What am I talking about? I've heard about people, like, getting, like, huge cupcake orders and then it being fake. What? How can you be so inconsiderate? Oh well, you have them. Never mind that. Let's get going. So, where are we off to? Hey Max, I hear you've been hanging out at the bar. Aren't you a little young for that place? Yeah. Oh, I got a fun one we can do. In the next episode, I'll meet you in a place where we can get another character. Till then, everyone,